Hi, this is Saurav from GEOTECHNOSOFT. Today I'm going to discuss about a very interesting feature which most of the customer ask. I want to see the margin. So when your customer asks, or maybe you are using ODOO for your organization, you want to see the margin of your product. Uh, so how we will do the configuration and what are the basic tricks? What are the basic configurations which will impact the entire margin calculation. So first of all, it is important that margin module is important. Margin module must be installed. So to install the margin module, just go in the make sure you are logged in with the admin account and go in the settings and go in the sales settings and you can see there is a checkbox called margin. So make sure this box is true and then click on save. System will by default install the margin module. Second thing is what the formula which work behind the margin. So there is a product. I already created a product named RAM, and the sale price of this particular product is 1500 and cost price is 1200. So this is how the margin works. So it is basically the difference between sale price and cost price. So here the margin is 300. So we are not talking about other things like gross profit and net profit. It is a simple margin on what cost you purchase the product and on what cost you sell the products. The difference is margin. There is other configuration also important. So the costing method. So this is the cost 1200 rupees. So this will be universal when if you apply standard costing method. So there is a costing method which you can see on the product category. So whatever the products belongs to this category, the same costing method will be applicable. So here it is standard pricing. Standard pricing means whatever you fill in the cost text box, whatever the price you fill in the cost text box, system will calculate the margin based on that. Second, there is two more costing method: first in, first out, and average costing. So first in, first out works basically very well when you use traceability, when you enable the traceability of the product. So maybe it's by serial number or maybe by the lot number traceability. So how can you enable the traceability? Is very simple. Simply go in the product, see in the inventory tab, there is a traceability. So tracking based on unique serial number, tracking based on lot number, tracking, or there is no tracking. So FIFO work very well when you actually configure the traceability, when you enable the traceability. So in that case, when you configure the first in first out costing method, in that case whenever you purchase the product and when you take the inventory inside the system, you have to apply the lot number. So every lot have a different cost price. In this case, margin, you can see the margin report in very dynamic way. So let's say first lot, I purchased the first lot of RAM in 1200 rupees. So when I sold the any product from that lot, the margin will be based on the 1200 rupees. So second lot I purchased in 1300 rupees. So when I sell any product from the second lot, the margin calculation get different. So this is the real time. You can say when you apply FIFO, you will get the margin on the real time. So from what on every lot have a different cost price and every lot have a different sales price. Based on that, you will see the margin. Average costing. So average costing is nothing. It's a one step ahead of a standard costing. So whenever you purchase uh, in a new price, system actually calculate the average cost for the entire product which is there in the inventory and update the cost filled. So it is always average. So in that case also you can see a different margin calculation. So maybe you are selling today, you have seen 400 rupees of margin, and tomorrow you purchase few quantity of the product and you can see the margin is different now. So this is how the margin configuration is very important, and how it works. So whenever you create any quotation, So you can see unit price, and system by default check the cost price, and then you can see the margin difference. So if in your database, if you are not seeing this margin field after installing the margin, make sure you click on these three dots and make sure this is checked. If it is not checked, you cannot see the margin percentage, margin in in your quotation, you cannot see. So you have to click over here and then select the margin. So you can see the margin value. If you want to see the margin percentage as well, you have to click on this checkbox, and uh, so you can see the margin on sale order also. So many companies want this margin should not be visible to the sales guy or the person who is making the quotation. So for that, you have to modify the record rule and apply the record rule for a particular group whom you doesn't want to show this margin column. And how to see the report? So it's very simple. Go in the sales app. When you go in the reporting, whenever you find a report of your sales and you want to see the margin month wise or whatever, you want to see the margin column as well, go in the measures, and just make sure this margin check margin measure is true. So you have a margin column over here. So this is how default ODOO margin works. This is pretty standard, and this is 100%. You doesn't require any customization for this particular features. If you want this particular feature in your database, if you want, there's no customization because this is out of the box features for community edition and for enterprise edition both. However, if you still interested to know more about how this margin works, you can reach us. You can see our number on the screen, and we will definitely help you to configure this entire configuration in your database. Doesn't matter you are a customer or you are a ODO implementation partner. You can reach us, and we will definitely help you. Thanks for the watching. Thanks a lot.